Fred MacMurray, born Frederick Martin MacMurray on August 30th, 1908, in Keinar, Illinois, emerged as one of Hollywood's most reliable and versatile stars. His early years were shaped by a musical family, with his father being a concert violinist, which sparked Fred's own interest in music. He studied music at Carroll College and played instruments like the saxophone and violin. Before making his mark in Hollywood, MacMurray performed as a saxophonist with various bands, even working with the Gus Arheim Orchestra in the 1930s. His transition into acting came when talent scouts noticed his good looks and charm. He made his film debut in 1935 with The Gilded Lily, alongside Claudette Colbert, and quickly became one of Paramount Pictures' most dependable stars. Known for his clean-cut persona, MacMurray was a favourite in comedies and romantic dramas, but also proved his range in more complex roles. A diverse career and complex roles. Fred MacMurray's career was distinguished by his remarkable ability to play a wide range of characters, from the affable nice guy to more morally ambiguous figures. One of his most iconic performances came in Double Indemnity, 1944, directed by Billy Wilder, where he portrayed Walter Neff, a morally conflicted insurance salesman caught in a sinister plot. This role marked a sharp departure from his usual wholesome persona and highlighted MacMurray's depth as an actor. His performance remains one of the defining moments of film noir. Throughout the 1950s, MacMurray continued to expand his acting range, starring in films like The Caine Mutiny, 1954, where he played an untrustworthy naval officer, further cementing his versatility. MacMurray's ability to balance both light-hearted roles and serious drama showcased his remarkable skill, making him a true Hollywood staple. The role of Steve Douglas in My Three Sons. Fred MacMurray's most enduring role came in 1960 when he began starring as Steve Douglas, the widowed father in My Three Sons. The sitcom, which ran for 12 seasons, became one of the most beloved family shows of its era. MacMurray's portrayal of Steve Douglas, a calm, wise and steady patriarch, resonated deeply with audiences. His character balanced humour, warmth and quiet strength, reflecting the qualities many fans admired in MacMurray himself. The show also marked a significant shift in television production, as MacMurray's busy film career required a unique shooting schedule. The series filmed all of MacMurray's scenes for an entire season in a few concentrated blocks. This innovation in production scheduling would later become a model for other TV shows. My Three Sons remains a highlight of MacMurray's career, showcasing his ability to connect with audiences in a familial setting, much like he had in films. Fred MacMurray's professionalism and frugality. Known for his professionalism and disciplined work ethic, Fred MacMurray was highly regarded by colleagues and directors. He was punctual, reliable, and maintained a no-nonsense approach to his work. On set, MacMurray was admired for his ability to deliver clean takes and remain focused on the task at hand, which made him a favourite of directors. However, what set MacMurray apart from many of his peers was his legendary frugality. Unlike many of his Hollywood counterparts who indulged in lavish lifestyles, MacMurray lived modestly and was careful with his finances. He made wise investments in real estate, accumulating a portfolio of properties that appreciated over time. MacMurray's financial acumen made him one of the wealthiest actors of his era, and his careful approach to money contrasted with the often extravagant behaviour of other stars. Fred MacMurray's dislike for William Frawley. Despite his generally even-tempered nature, Fred MacMurray had a notable rivalry with fellow actor William Frawley, who played Fred Mertz on I Love Lucy. Frawley's personality was a sharp contrast to MacMurray's. While MacMurray was disciplined and professional, Frawley was known for his volatile behaviour, often showing up late and struggling with his lines due to his drinking. Their clash came during the early years of My Three Sons, where Frawley was cast as the live-in grandfather, Bub O'Casey. MacMurray, known for his meticulous approach to work, found Frawley's lack of preparation disruptive to the smooth-running show. Their tension was palpable on set, and MacMurray reportedly requested that their screen time be minimised. After Frawley's departure from the show, MacMurray's professional atmosphere on set significantly improved. The end of Frawley's time on My Three Sons. The conflict between Fred MacMurray and William Frawley escalated during the filming of My Three Sons, particularly when Frawley's behaviour began to disrupt the well-oiled production. MacMurray's disciplined approach to the show, which required concentrated filming schedules, clashed with Frawley's tendency to arrive late and perform inconsistently. McMurray's quiet disapproval of Frawley's behaviour grew, and he reportedly made efforts to limit their interactions. Eventually, Frawley's declining health and age-related issues led to his departure after the 5th season, replaced by William Demarest, who played Uncle Charlie. Demarest's professional demeanour fit much better with McMurray's, and the change in the cast brought a noticeable improvement to the show's atmosphere. Frawley's departure allowed McMurray to return to a more harmonious work environment, a situation that reflected his preference for professionalism over chaos. Fred MacMurray's business savvy and financial legacy. Outside of his acting career, Fred MacMurray was also known for his business acumen. While many actors of his time spent their earnings on lavish lifestyles, MacMurray was famously frugal and made wise investments that contributed to his substantial wealth. He avoided the excesses of Hollywood's glamorous culture, opting for a modest lifestyle despite his fame and fortune. MacMurray's investments in real estate were particularly lucrative, and his careful management of his finances allowed him to build a considerable fortune over the years. His financial stability, combined with his successful career, made him one of the wealthiest actors of his generation, proving that MacMurray's intelligence extended beyond acting into the realm of business. Fred MacMurray's health struggles. Fred MacMurray's health became a significant concern in the 1970s when he was diagnosed with throat cancer, a condition linked to his long-term smoking habit. MacMurray had been a heavy smoker for many years, a habit that had become an integral part of his daily life. After undergoing treatment for cancer, he seemed to recover, but the disease returned in 1987, marking the beginning of a difficult health battle. MacMurray also suffered a stroke in December 1988, which left him paralyzed on his right side and impaired his ability to speak. Despite these setbacks, MacMurray showed incredible resilience, working tirelessly through physical and speech therapy to regain much of his mobility and speech. His recovery was remarkable, but the toll on his body was evident. The final years and Fred MacMurray's legacy. In the final years of his life, Fred MacMurray contended with leukemia, a disease he managed privately for over a decade. Despite the ongoing health challenges, MacMurray's determination and strength remained evident. However, the cumulative toll of his illnesses ultimately weakened his body, and on November 5, 1991, Fred MacMurray passed away from pneumonia, a complication of his compromised immune system. He died at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy that spanned over 50 years in Hollywood. MacMurray's final years were marked by quiet strength and perseverance, as he continued to face his health battles with dignity. His passing marked the end of a remarkable career and a life defined by professionalism, resilience, and an enduring commitment to family and work.